Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining another session of Team Wisdom of the Arhat. Today, we have with us very prolific speaker, Leena ma'am. Mrs. Leena Khanke, a renowned pranic healing instructor with over 15 years of experience, is based in Pune, India. She and her team operate, her team and her husband operate a thriving pranic healing center, offering pranic healing sessions and education programs. Known for her compassionate approach and deep understanding of pranic healing principles. Mrs. Khanke has helped countless, Ms. Leena Khanke has helped countless individuals experience physical, emotional, and mental well-being. Beyond her practice, Mrs. Khanke has been instrumental in spreading awareness about pranic healing. She has been invited to speak at various events, including media platforms, government organizations, and corporate institutions. Her insightful presentations have inspired many to explore the transformative power of this ancient healing modality. We at Team Wisdom of the Arhat are privileged to have Mrs. Khanke and her team join us today. Let's extend a warm welcome to this dedicated practitioner, instructor, and advocate for pranic healing and holistic health. Uh, so, all of us know that today's topic is emotional mastery. And this is a topic that I very much look forward to having. Leena ma'am, over to you. Let me spotlight you. Yeah, you are not audible. Okay, you need to unmute yourself. Okay, okay,
Yeah, just give me a minute. My son just entered the room, so I was waiting
okay,
for
okay.
him.
Yeah,
Okay. Just give a minute. I want to first check the audio. Can you hear me? Yes, very well. Good. So glad. Thank you, Sudeep, for inviting me and the team Arhat to talk on this topic. I think, however, how much we study this topic, it's always there for us to learn something more. Because one of the challenge I feel the humans have is really to control their emotions. And as our teacher says, the character building is the most important thing, and in that what the emotions we are going through, many a times we are not able to manage it well, and that causes the problem in our character building. So we will start with an invocation. Before that we go ahead, I would like to know where are you all joining us from. आप लोग कहाँ से join कर रहे हो, and also which language will be comfortable. Like Sangeeta has mentioned, उन्हें हिंदी में session चाहिए. I am good in both. Not good, but yes, I can speak in both language. So अगर आप अपना नाम टाइप करेंगे, if you let us know where are you from, Pune, Mumbai, Bangalore, where are you from, English, Hindi. Okay, we'll keep it English. Okay, many of you are joining us from Bangalore, Pune, Hubli, Siliguri. Nice. Amazing. Thank you so much for taking out time on Saturday evening. You might have chosen to be with your family or your friends doing partying or something else, but you all are here. I'm glad that I could share this pearl of wisdom shared by our teacher, Master Chok Oksui, and the great ones, and whatever is my little understanding on the topic, we will discuss them all. So like any other session, we will start with invocation. हम भगवान का नाम स्मरण करेंगे और फिर session की शुरुआत करेंगे. So kindly close your eyes, take a deep breath, inhale and exhale. Relax your entire being, relax your feet, thighs, abdominal area, chest, shoulders, hands, face, head. Again, take a deep breath. As you exhale, relax your whole body. I'm meant to repeat after me. To the Supreme God, to my spiritual teacher, to all the spiritual teachers, holy masters, holy angels, archangels, all the great ones, we humbly invoke you to bless us with your soothing, purifying, healing light, with your help, guidance. Thank you for blessing us with clarity about our own emotional self. Thank you for blessing us with inner strength to be more positive and optimistic about life, to be able to handle our emotions well, to express them well. Thank you for the blessings of divine mercy, grace, prosperity, abundance, and spirituality. With thanks and in full faith. Once again, namaste everyone. Most of you here, I think, are pranic healers. If you have not done pranic healing, आपने अगर pranic healing course नहीं किया है, so let us know in the chat. So we know in which language it should be more of pranic language or non-pranic language. So अगर आपका pranic healing course नहीं हुआ है, आप chat में type कीजिए non-pranic healer. So NP you can just type. Then basic, that's fine. So let's start. First, we will try to understand what are the emotions and how they are impacting us. Emotions क्या होते हैं? क्यों भगवान ने हमें ये human life में, why God has given us this aspect of emotions? Okay. Now, basically, we know about two type of emotions: positive emotions and negative emotions, right? So whenever we feel something, what happens? How it is impacting us? First, we feel it. Okay. For example, I'm feeling positive or I'm feeling angry. So that is the one component of emotions, like how we feel. Next is the psychological response, how we respond, how our physical body respond. Have you seen when we are angry, irritated, or stressed out, our body responds differently? It gets tensed, your breathing pattern changes. Have you observed that? I want it to be interactive, okay? So only I'm not going to alone talk. I want you to be, because to be available on the chat or switch on your video, show me certain expressions. So I also like enjoy the way you are enjoying and looking at me. I also want to look at your beautiful faces. Thank you, Anupama, Neetu, Prasannath, for switching on your videos. So when we are happy, have you seen our physical body responds very well? It's a different response. हमें relax feel होता है, हमारा breath बहुत normal हो जाता है, right? So that is one component of our emotions. Next is the third component is behavioral response. How we respond outside. One is the physically, how you are responding, and then behaviorally, how you are responding. For a few people, when they are angry, everyone around them will know. सबको पता चल जाएगा आज इसका मूड ऑफ है. Have you seen? Or if they're happy, everyone will know that also. Now, few people, whatever is going inside them, nobody will know. You will just keep guessing. Maybe today is like this, like that. So their behavior is very different. So the emotion remains the same, how you're feeling inside, maybe angry, irritated, or joyful, or loving. But the physiology will change depending upon your feeling and how you behave. So in further session, first we will try to understand the nature of the emotions, then what are the emotional challenges, then personality types, what are the personality type and how they generally respond to their emotions. Then we will see what type of techniques we can inculcate to manage our emotions. How many of you feel that you are able to manage your emotions well? We all need some lecture, huh? Including me. Because many a times we are having different responsibilities. Like for me, I'm a mother of two. My younger one is 2.5 years old. My elder one is 9 years old. I'm a pranic healing instructor. I'm a wife. I'm a daughter. I'm a sister. I'm a center head. I'm a trainer for so many people. I'm a coach for many people. I'm a healer for many people. So and I'm a friend. I'm a neighbor. So when you have different responsibilities, many a times we are not able to manage. So it's always good. So whatever I'm trying to tell today, practice your discernment. It doesn't mean that what I'm sharing is all right. There can be some mistakes. So just try to understand. Together we will do certain few experiments, and then you analyze whether the teachings given today make sense for you or not. And what you would like to implement. So one thing I surely want all of you to do is just don't listen. Okay, write the notes if you can, especially the the topics which make sense, and then after the session, please think over it and how you are going to implement it, what steps you are going to do. Because like me, you might be listening to many lectures, so just ask yourself how much of knowledge I have already implemented. Okay, so we are more interested in doing that. Thank you all for responding. Some have told, yeah, trying. Generally, yes. Nowadays, no, I can. Tough, yes. Thank you again for responding. So, emotions, as we said, how we are feeling, how your physical body is responding, and then how you are expressing your behavioral response. You need to check on this. Now, there are certain signals your body will tell you and help you to understand what is the situation, how is your emotional state going on. And then, according to that, generally you behave with others. Now, as I said, the emotions will be of two categories, positive and negative. Now, if your emotions are positive, joy, gratitude, graceful, they are all good, right? Yes. When you are going through positive emotions, what do you think? They are all good, correct? But when we are going through anger, fear, worry, what do you think about these emotions? When you think of these emotions, what do you think? Are they helpful or they are not? No? Anupama is saying no. Others? Stress, fear, worry, anxiety, never helpful? Not, no. They are helpful to a certain extent. Why God would have given us something if that was not useful? First question. So whatever is given to us as a human being, everything has its purpose. Even the emotions like anxiety and stress, the fear and anger plays a very essential role in our survival, in our personal growth. It is important to, what is more important to know is and understand is negative emotions, they serve an essential purpose. For example, if there is no fear and you are going through a danger situation and you don't feel the fear, will you save yourself or your loved ones from that? No, right? You would need to go through that fear emotions, right? आप जब तक वो महसूस नहीं करोगे fear, वो डर आपको जब तक नहीं लगेगा, आप खुद को कैसे सेव करोगे? If you are not going through that, your kid is not going through a stress, will he give importance to the exam? Will he study? If you are not going through some stress, will you work hard? Will you look forward to do something more and better? Probably not. We will not take corrective actions if we don't feel that danger or fear and worry. So we need to feel those emotions. But what is important is prolonged negative emotions, when left unmanaged, can lead to chronic stress and burnout and emotional distress. जैसे पॉजिटिव इमोशंस, अगर हमें ज्यादा पॉजिटिव इमोशंस है, वी विल बी मोर क्रिएटिव, वी विल बी मोर प्रोडक्टिव एंड एनर्जेटिक. But on the contrary, if we are going through a fear and stress for a long time, that can create problem in our physical health. So there is a lot of big studies done on this subject, like how the positive emotions affects us, how the negative emotion they affects us. So one of the thing which happens when we are going through negative emotion is it reduces our immune and defense system physically. क्या होता है, हमारी रोग प्रतिकारक शक्ति कम हो जाती है जब हम लोग बहुत दिनों तक तान तनाव में रहेंगे. Then we close ourselves. If we are going through stress, generally we close ourselves. We become depressed. We don't want to talk to other people, creating a negative cycle that is very hard to break. You might have seen, many of you are healers over here. When you talk to a client, what they say, they're just interested in telling you the problems. They will tell you from this angle, this angle, this angle, from all the angles they will tell you, and they will keep talking. For the first 10 minutes they talk, the next 45 minutes also they will talk the same. Many a times when you are going through negative emotion, we are not interested in solution. What we are interested in, to so that others should know how much victimized we are, कि मैं कितनी बेचारी हूँ, how painful I am having my life and all. We are interested in that. So when we are going through long duration of negative emotions, it will affect our thinking. We will become pessimistic at the long run. It will be difficult for us to look for the solution. It will be difficult for us to socialize at the psychological level. So external behavior will change, internally we'll feel more negative, and physically our immune system becomes weak. There is a more possibility of getting high risk issues like blood pressure, diabetes, cancer. It has direct impact on our physical health. And on the contrary, when we are going through positive emotions like love, gratitude, joy, it helps us to uh, feel better, have good relationship with our own self well. It helps us to build good relationship with others. We are more social, we are more happy, we radiate that happiness all around us. Right? Have you seen when you are happy, you want to share it with others? Right? देखा है आपने observe किया है? And you are a very easy to manage person for everyone. They feel very comfortable in your presence. And if you are going through that emotions, automatically will attract more people, more good friendships in your life. They are not stressed when you are around. They don't feel the responsibility of your relationship. Okay, I need to behave in a certain way for this person to feel good. वो बहुत रिलैक्स रहेंगे, आप भी बहुत रिलैक्स रहोगे. कोई आपके साथ ठीक से बिहेव भी नहीं कर रहा है, फॉर एग्जाम्पल दे आर एंग्री एट देयर लेवल, इट विल नॉट मैटर टू यू बिकॉज यू आर हैप्पी इनसाइड. But if we are not happy inside, what happens? We start looking for negative things around us. We start looking at excuses that why we are not able to achieve something, why we are feeling angry. It's not because of me how I am feeling, it's because of the people around me. Have you seen that we start giving that excuses and start blaming others? Because of him my life is not like this, because of this my life is not like this. But is it really so? Because same situation में अगर दो व्यक्ति है, दोनों व्यक्ति अलग रिस्पॉन्ड करते हैं. कुछ लोग रुक जाते हैं, कुछ लोग चलते रहते, उनको फर्क ही नहीं पड़ता व्हाट्स गोइंग अराउंड, बिकॉज देयर फोकस इज इन फ्यूचर टू डिजाइन अ बेटर फ्यूचर. But if we are in negative mode, we will stop there, will not take enough actions. And why we are not taking action? It's not because of, it's because of people around. So they will have this tendency to do blame, complain, and they will keep giving excuses. So we need to pull ourselves. It's okay if we are going through negative emotions. We all go through. We go through anger. We go through sometimes frustration and stress. Is perfectly fine. What is important is to understand what we are going through. हम किस में से जा रहे हैं, हमारे इमोशंस कैसे हैं, वो समझना हमारे लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. Because unless until we know it, many times it goes into subconscious mind, and when it goes subconscious mind, it's very difficult, and then we just feel lonely, we feel hopeless, and why we are feeling that also we don't know many a times. So first is knowing that positive emotions and negative emotions both are essential part of our life. दोनों का महत्व है, तो उसको भी रिजेक्ट मत करो. तो अगर आपको एंगर फील हो रहा है, आपको फियर फील हो रहा है, यू नीड टू स्टडी दैट इमोशन. Like, why are you feeling that emotion? What you can do in your capacity to feel better than that. And why you are feeling, sometimes we are feeling it because of X person and we are not communicating with that X person, but our behavior is changed with ABCDY person. फॉर एग्जाम्पल घर में कुछ हुआ है, हम ऑफिस में निकालते हैं, या ऑफिस में कुछ हुआ है, बिकॉज वी कैन नॉट टॉक देयर, वी थ्रो ऑल द टैंट्रम्स एट आवर होम. Have you seen we go through that? Why? Because we are not stopping and reflecting what we are going through and why we are going through. So it is also not right. That's why first understand both are important. Both will help you. Positive emotions will help you in many ways. Like we spoke about negative emotions. When you are positive, your longevity is improved. You are more productive, you are more creative, you are more resilient. So social connections are much better. Physically, your immune system is very strong. It reduces our blood pressure. Just check when you are happy, how you feel in your body. You are relaxed. inflammations in the body will reduce. That is the research done. When the people were told to practice gratitude for a certain period of time, automatically even the blood reports were changed. There are certain hormones which get secreted in our body when we are going through certain emotions. So negative emotions is stress, like hormone, for example, cortisol, that will get triggered in the body. And if it's getting triggered continuously, of course, that's going to affect our physical health, right? Yes, no, is it making all sense? So be happy. What are our emotions? It depends on us. It doesn't depends on other and the environment. जिस दिन आप अपने लाइफ का चार्ज दूसरों को दोगे कि इसके वजह से मुझे ऐसे फील हो रहा है, इफ दिस पर्सन बिहेव इन दिस वे, देन आई विल बी हैप्पी, आई विल फील गुड, it's gone. You will never feel happy because we have given the charge of our life, of our emotion to others. It could be your family, it could be your friends, it could be your colleagues, because we are looking outside. What we need to change is inside, because internal condition will reflect what we are attracting. So what we need to work is internally. If our vibrations are high, all these lower emotions outside will not have effect. Have you seen the day when you are energetic, when you are happy, whatever happens in that day, you are easily able to manage it. If someone is not behaving again in a right way, still it doesn't matter. If there is a small accident, if your friend didn't call you, it's your birthday, or something happened, the food was not right, the cab came late, the driver was not right, your kids were showing tantrums, it doesn't matter at all. Your girlfriend didn't call you, didn't ask you, how are you, how was your, it doesn't matter, because we are happy inside. But when we are angry, what we start doing? You need to check for yourself. It's important to recognize it. So what are the common emotional challenges we generally go through? Can you type? कौन से प्रकार के generally emotions होते we all go through? Stress and anxiety. Yes. Generally, why do we have stress and anxiety? Generally, it is because of fear of unknown or feeling of overwhelm. Like we have 10 things to do and we are not able to manage. That gives stress. Sometimes unknown things like how it will happen, what will happen. And chronic stress can lead to exhaustion. We feel fatigue, mental fatigue. There is something called as mental fatigue, emotional fatigue. The way we have physical fatigue, where physically we feel low, like that, sometimes because of our multiple responsibility, emotionally and mentally we are having the fatigue, and then we are no more able to stretch ourselves, and then we collapse. We feel depressed or low, or outburst happens. ना अचानक से बहुत ज्यादा गुस्सा कर देते हैं हम लोग. Yes, fear of being left alone, sometimes fear, anger, sadness and anxiety, uncertainty, frustrated. Now understand the emotion and why that emotion is there. So if, for example, ask yourself, keep checking with yourself what I am feeling today, how I'm feeling. Once you get up in the morning, how I'm feeling now. In between the day, how I'm feeling now. In night before you go to sleep, how was my emotions today? If they were positive, good. If they were negative, you need to look for the right reason. You need to mentally process. If I'm feeling angry, why is it so? If I'm feeling fearful, as I said, sometimes the fear is of unknown, which we don't have a control. हमारा उस पे control ही नहीं है. उसके बारे में डर रह के भी क्या फायदा है? So when you mentally process, you will understand. If you are feeling angry, किस वजह से कितना गुस्सा आ रहा है मुझे? कौन सी चीजें ट्रिगर कर रही है? क्या मैं इसे ठीक कर सकती हूँ? Is there anything in my hand which I can do? If not, leave it. Our teacher says, sit and enjoy the sip of coffee. आराम से बैठो, chill करो. अगर आप कुछ कर सकते तो करो. जैसे आप अपने, if you are going through a major financial problem, what you can do? Check out. If you can do something, do. Otherwise, in the night, just relax, chill, let go. Relationship problem. How many of you experience relationship problem? I'm sure all of us, right? Does they remain like that for lifelong? No. Again, our teacher, Master Chalcock, says relationship problems are like hurricanes, like tsunami. वो आते हैं और जाते हैं, आते हैं तो बहुत सब कुछ हिला देते हैं और वो जाते तो सब शांत हो जाता है. And sometimes you start reacting. It just comes out. And when you're in a good mood, same thing doesn't matter. Same person doesn't matter. So what we need to do first is recognize what kind of emotion you are going through. If you are angry, why you feel so? Do you feel wronged or out of control? If you are feeling sadness and grief, what are you feeling sadness for? Is there a loss? Generally, sadness and loss किस वजह से होता है? कुछ ना कुछ हमने खो दिया है. It could be your job, it could be some physical thing, it could be a relationship where you had a breakup, for example, girlfriend, boyfriend breakup or partner breakup. If the person is not right, for example, in relationship, do you deserve that person? If not, leave it. Let go. And if the person has left the body, for example, your loved one, your parents, or your close one have left the body, we need to make ourselves understand instead of grieving for a long time. Yes, give yourself time to grieve, but if we do it for a long time, it's not good for you. हमारे लिए भी अच्छा नहीं. और जिन्होंने बॉडी छोड़ा है वो तो अकेले है वहां पे, उनके लिए कितना तकलीफ का होगा वो चीज. And death is something which is very permanent. We all are going to go through that. So you need to mentally process again sadness and grief. Why is it there? Sometimes we go through guilt and shame. Guilt किस वजह से होता है? Generally things which we regret, and regret is the wastage emotion, because anyways we cannot do anything. We can't go in the past and change. हम लोग पीछे जाके change नहीं कर सकते. So instead of that, ask yourself what I'm feeling guilty of. Is it a guilt that I am not able to complete this project? I'm not able to give quality time to this person. I'm guilty that I didn't do this and that. And what are you guilty of? Just check and then check what I can do now. Few things we can always correct, right? So if you can correct it. Maybe picking up phone and talking to that person might be the thing you want to do, or maybe you had an outburst जहाँ पे आपने बहुत गुस्सा दिखाया और उसके बाद उसका गिल्ट लग रहा है आपको. आप क्या कर सकते हो? अब आप प्यार मोहब्बत दिखाइए. Now you talk to the person in a right manner. Bless the person. We are pranic healers, right? Most of us are pranic healers. We know how to bless that person. Do something now instead of focusing on the past, because we cannot change it. हम उसे चेंज नहीं कर सकते. Sometimes we have shame. It's because of we see ourselves in a certain way and we didn't do it the right way. So it's connected generally with our self-worth. So negative thought patterns, we need to recognize what kind of emotions generally we go through. Okay, everyone will have different kind of emotions. आप में से कुछ लोगों को जल्दी नेगेटिव इमोशंस में, फॉर एग्जाम्पल, mostly it's frustration. For some it could be anger, some for it could be guilt and shame. So whatever type of emotions you are feeling, check it out. Nowadays you are more happier or you are more sad. Check out. Now let's understand. Now if you see all these emotions what we spoke about, is there a medical diagnosis of these emotions? Can any doctor diagnose? कर सकता है इसको डायग्नोस कि इसमें इतना गुस्सा है, ये गुस्सेला इंसान है, ये फ्रस्ट्रेटेड है. वी कैन नॉट डायग्नोस, राइट? कैन यू मेजर दिस? Is there any instrument in the world which can measure and tell us how much stressful we are, how much angry we are, how much anxiety we have? There is no such machine, right? So we cannot diagnose, we cannot tell it's here, where, in which part of the body. We cannot measure the intensity, and there is no medical solution. Why? Because it's not completely in the physical body, though physical response will be there. जैसे हमने कहा ब्लड प्रेशर बढ़ना, एसिडिटी बढ़ना, सर दर्द होना, ये फिजिकल सिम्टम्स दिख रहे हैं, बट रूट कॉज कहाँ पे इसका? It's not in the things which we can see through our eyes, that is our physical body. It's mainly in our energy body. So those who are here non-pranic healers, who have not done pranic healing, in our science, what our teacher says, Master Chokok, that we are made up of two bodies. Not only him, there is so much research done. But what is the beauty of pranic healing school is we have mastered this. Like our teacher has given us the amazing solution how you can work on the energy body. So we are made up of two bodies, the visible physical body, which we can see, and another is the energy body. And this energy body, here all these emotions are kept. Many doctors also will say, tell you 85 to 90% problems, they are psychosomatic in nature. वो psychosomatic है nature में. Problem the first starts arising in our energy body. लॉन्ग टर्म तक ये जब स्ट्रेस, एंगर, रिजनमेंट, ग्रज हमारे सिस्टम में रहता है, हम उसको प्रोसेस नहीं कर पाते हैं, देन इट कम्स ऑन द फिजिकल बॉडी. सो व्हाट वी नीड टू ट्रीट is we need to give importance and treat is our energy body or chakras. So the way our physical body has organs, our energy body has chakras. Now there are certain chakras which are responsible for lower emotion. For example, solar plexus, which is here. So it gets triggered when we are angry, frustrated, and irritated. Now there are two chakra, front solar plexus and back solar plexus chakra. When we are experiencing our emotions now, they are generally in our front solar plexus. And when we don't express, they goes in our back solar plexus. Our back solar plexus chakra becomes big. And then they are there for a long time. We need to really take it out and process. Now, for some of us, our heart chakra is big, which is responsible for love, joy, caring, sharing, letting go, forgiving. So which chakra is bigger? Depending upon that, we will go through the emotions. It's not the external situation. Again, I'm saying it's internal. So there is the story of a monk who, looking for a peace, he thinks that if I go in a sea where there is no one, I can find that peace. Sea or some dam like water reservoir. And then by a ship, a boat, he goes there and he meditates, thinking that here there is no one who can disturb me. So basically वो क्या ढूंढ रहे थे कि किसी ने मुझे तकलीफ नहीं दी, लोगों से दूर जाना था उनको, ताकि कोई उनका गुस्सा ट्रिगर ना कर सके. Now after some time, you know what he experienced, that somebody was shaking his boat. कोई उनके बोट को धक्का मार रहा था. उन्होंने पहले लेट गो किया, रिकॉग्नाइज किया, ओके गुस्सा आ रहा है, क्यों आ रहा है, कौन मुझे यहाँ पे डिस्टर्ब करने के लिए. धीरे धीरे दैट एंगर बिकेम so much that he opened his eyes finally to just call at that person, whoever that was, कि जो भी वो व्यक्ति उनके शिप को, उनके बोट को हर्ट कर रहा था, हला रहा था, उसको गुस्सा करने के लिए उन्होंने जैसे आंखें खोली तो उन्होंने देखा कि उनके शिप को एक खाली शिप आके धक्का मार रही थी. There was no one there. It's just the stream of the water and the air through which that ship came, and it was dashing to his ship. There was no physical person over there. And that day he realized that what was his lesson? Can you tell us? What was his lesson? Anger is not outside, it's inside. बिकॉज उनके अंदर इतना गुस्सा था, उनको कोई बाहर की बहुत बड़ी चीज की जरूरत भी नहीं लगी, जस्ट दैट वन थिंग, एंड इट ऑल गॉट ट्रिगर्ड. So it's inside. Nobody can have that power to trigger until we have that emotion inside us. Right? So ये जो हमारे चक्रास है, depending upon their activation, we go through the experiences in our life. Don't keep telling yourself the same story. Don't let that broken tape recorder in your mind keep telling you like how you are not in a good situation in life, how the life was unfair for you, your family, your friends, your outside, how they all were unfair. Because of that, you are not able to grow in life. It's not them, it's us. Now, there are different types of personalities. Let's talk about that. So one type of personality is extroverts. Extroverts generally they want to express. So if you as a person are extrovert, or people around you, your family members are extrovert, you need to understand this type of personality they want to express. And if you don't allow this personality to express, one day they will have a blast, like that cooker. If you don't allow that whistle to come out, it will blast one day. So extroverts ko generally they need to express themselves, whether it's a joy, an excitement, or whether it's an anger. When they vocalize, they feel better. So when you're angry, you look for someone who can just sit, tell them it's not you, it's just me who want to express. And if it's your loved one, okay, listen to them, but don't get impacted. They are that type of personality where they need to express. And many a times the expressions are not right. One thing they can do is write down, journal, because that will help them to take it out. Because they don't want to mentally evaluate what they are going through. They just want to speak. And when they speak, many a times, then that time they realize what they are going through. What is the main issue? Then second type of personality is introverts. They tend to process emotions internally. They are not expressive generally, the way extroverts are. Introverts, they withdraw themselves. When they are overwhelmed, when they are stressful, they prefer time alone to process those feelings. उनको अकेले रहना पसंद है. तो अगर वो kind की personality आप हो, so whenever you are going through a fiction, communicate with the other person that please allow me some time. I will surely come back to you, but allow me some time. And if that person, your near dear ones, they are introvert, you need to allow them some time. Because that's their personality. They need to sit in a place, they need to think. उनको अकेले जब बैठेंगे, जब प्रोसेस करेंगे, वो तब आपके साथ ठीक से बात कर पाएंगे. ठीक है, आप हो या वो है, इंट्रोवर्ट है, तो आपको वो व्यक्ति को वक्त देना पड़ेगा इमोशंस को डाइजेस्ट करने के लिए, समझने के लिए. There are few personalities which are thinkers. They are more analytical. They might approach emotions from a logical perspective. It's not emotion, but practically, generally, they want to process it. So while they are struggling to express, what they need is clarity. And for that, they need time again to understand their feeling before responding. So don't provoke that person. You have to sit now. You have to speak. You have to speak. Why you did this? Why you did that? Why is it going like this? Don't provoke that person. They are thinkers. They need to sit and think again. They are not introverts, just that they need to process. They might need not that much time also. What you can do in such cases is ask them when we can sit and talk and sort it out. What do you think? Tomorrow, day after tomorrow, 2 days, 1 week, how much time? They will understand logical language. Okay. Then there are few personality types where there are feelers. They are driven by empathy and sensitivity. So generally, they will sit and they will understand the situation from here and there. They prioritize mostly the emotional harmony. They don't like the challenging emotions of yourself or others. They just want to feel, be in peace, and then they can sit and talk. They might need more time, more than thinkers. So आपकी कैसी type है? Are you more extrovert, introvert? You are more thinker, you are more feeler who want to prioritize emotional harmony? How do you generally would like to express yourself? Try to understand. How you can know this? Just go back in your life, see when you're going through challenging situation, what brought comfort at that time. That comfort was brought when you expressed, when you felt. What brought that comfort? किस वजह से आपको अच्छा लगा, वो समझने की कोशिश कीजिए उस वक्त. That will help you. So you need to really sit and study yourself, study your past. Connect it to yourself, connect it to your family. Like as a child, how you would like to express your emotion. आपने देखा है कुछ बच्चों को, they just want to show tantrums. Why they are showing it, they also doesn't know. Like our elder one today, he is angry. And he was not talking to his father, like he was calling but not talking properly. Like, what happened? And when we came home, we understood that something happened with his friend. He's small, he was not able to express it properly, not understand also. It's like whatever he was saying. So you need to understand yourself as a child, how you used to express yourself as the adult now. And do you want to continue expressing yourself like that, or you want to improve? If you want to improve, we need to take certain actions, right? Because if we behaved in the same way, and would you like anyone other in your family behaving the same way with you? If not, we need to improve and change. Okay, so first thing which we can do to control this emotion is being emotionally aware. Start paying attention to your emotion as they rise up. We need to be more aware. Identify what are you feeling and why are you feeling so. Initially you might not get the answer of why. मुझे चिड़चिड़ हो रही है, बस किस वजह से हो रही है ये समझ नहीं आएगा पहले, if you're not used to it. But at least you need to keep asking why. Okay, really this is the reason? Do you think so? Ask yourself why, and you will know sometimes it's very small reason which triggered that anger in us, very small, and sometimes it's very big and it needs our attention. We cannot ignore, हम लोग उसको ignore करते हुए नहीं जा सकते life में, because there is something major to fix. So for that you need to sit and fix it. You can't keep moving in your life and ignore, because if something is there, it will occupy a lot of your subconscious mind, and that will not allow you to grow in life, because it will keep pulling you back. So किस वजह से हो रहा, छोटा रीजन है, बड़ा रीजन है, and sometime ask yourself, is it really important? Is it worthy enough for me to go to the lower vibrations because of this? How much impact it will have? After 10 days, after 10 years, 10 months, 10 years, 20 years. For example, in your family, somebody didn't behave properly with you. Ask yourself how much impact it will have. Maybe you need to stand and correct it at that time. Maybe you need to pass it on. Okay, I'm not perfect. They are not perfect. We go through anger. It's fine. I let go. Let it pass. And sometime we need to sit and talk to that person. So emotional awareness is the first thing. Be aware what are you feeling and label your emotion. Like, I am feeling angry. I'm feeling anxious. I'm feeling frustrated. I'm feeling sad. So recognize who is this I am. It's not the emotion. Emotion is different. It's something higher than that, right? Those who have done soul course and arhatic, we know we are not those emotions, right? We are much more than that. So, but you need to recognize, okay, I am going through this. Then once you recognize, once you ask yourself why, and will it really is that worthy enough for me to get angry, and how much impact it will have after 10 days, 10 months, and 10 years. Then just bring back your breathing, be aware of your breathing, slow down. We know the importance of abdominal breathing. What happens when we are angry? Our solar plexus get bigger. Now, to normalize it, pranic breathing or abdominal breathing is one technique which is very, very helpful. So in case you are not practicing it already, start practicing it more frequently. What we do in this breathing is basically we inhale, and when we inhale, our abdomen goes out, we hold. When we exhale, our abdomen goes in and we hold. So when we do this, the right type of breathing, our solar plexus get cleansed to a certain extent. Our heart gets activated, and that helps us. So breathing, be aware of your breath. Be aware of the gap between the breath. That will help you. Bring yourself in the present moment. Don't allow your mind at that time when you are angry to look for the different reasons why you are feeling so, because when we are angry we look for different reasons. I'm angry because this person didn't wish me today, because this person behaved me with me in this last week, last month, last year. So your mind likes to look for the reason how you are right. But if your that thought is not right, don't allow your mind to overanalyze how you are correct and other people are wrong. So for that, you need to bring back your attention to the present moment. Change it. Like change the room, change if that same space don't be there. You go out of the room, go for walking, do something else, or listen to some nice music. Music has a very good impact. So start playing a Om chanting, Om Shanti Shanti, some soothing music. There are so many kinds of varieties of music available. Play it. So automatically your emotions will change. Have you seen when there is a bhajan, there is a different kind of emotions we feel? If there is a rock music, it's a different. If it's sad music, we also start feeling sad. Have you observed? Music has a big impact. That is one way to improve your emotions. So you can make a list of songs which are inspiring for you. You can really have a library of that. So when you're feeling low or lazy or procrastinating, you play a music which inspires you. Sometimes when you need to feel joyful, so play the music which makes you feel joyful. So there are different kind of musics and the lyrics which can trigger specific type of emotions in you. So you can have those lists and just use them. For example, you are feeling that I'm not taking action, listen to the song Unstoppable. If you want to feel joyful, play some rhyme which you used to listen in the childhood. You want to feel more divine, play some divine music. So what kind of emotion you would like to feel accordingly, play the music. Okay, so first emotional awareness, breathing, and then change your frequency. How you can do that? Doing some deep breath, bringing back your focus, or changing the music. And visualization if you can add, because visualization has a very big impact on us. When we are going through negative emotion, what we visualize is generally negative. So what you will do, you will change your visualizations. You can just visualize yourself being in a nice place and just releasing your emotions. And sometimes the affirmation will help you. And if you want to sit and talk to the person, when you talk, don't start your talk by saying, you did this, you did that, you did this, and that, and that, and that. Don't do that. What you will say, you want to express, because not expressing is also not helping you. What you will say, I am feeling like this. I am angry. I am frustrated. I am this. Whatever you're feeling, express that. Okay. Then tell them that it hurts me when you behave in this way, when you don't listen to me. I feel hurt when you're not giving me quality time. I feel hurt when I feel that I'm not important. Then you will tell, I am afraid that if this continues, I might develop more anger towards you, or I might not give you any more importance in my life. आई एम अफ्रेड, मुझे डर लगता है अगर आप ऐसे ही बिहेव करोगे, मुझे हर्ट फील होते रहेगा, एंड मैं शायद आपसे बात ना करूं ठीक से, मैं आपको इंपॉर्टेंस ना दूं, या फिर आई विल स्टार्ट लुकिंग दैट हैप्पीनेस समवेयर एल्स, एंड देन यू फील दैट आई एम नॉट गिविंग यू इंपॉर्टेंस. So what are you afraid of? That we might lose the connection, our bond will get reduced. So what are you afraid of? That you will convey them. And then again, as I said, take back responsibility on yourself. So what you will tell them is not that they are bad people, but you will say, I'm sorry that nobody taught you how to show your anger. I'm sorry that it was not taught to you by your parents or your teachers or by me, how to express when you are upset. So it's like you're taking back responsibility yourself. Don't use the word you. It's most of the, when you're communicating, it should be I. I am feeling this, I am hurt. Like when this happens with me, I am afraid that future. For example, you first told about the past, then you are telling them about the future. I'm afraid that if this continue happening, क्या हो सकता है? And then I'm sorry कि किसी ने आपको बताने, I'm sorry आपको समझा नहीं कि आपको कैसे express करना चाहिए. And next time, what you want that person to behave with you? I want you to. because if you don't give them the clear instruction what you want from them, they will also be confused, you will also be confused, because sometimes, as I said, we are more interested in problem than solution. We need to focus on solution, and we need to give that solution to the next person also. So when they are going through same type of emotion next time, for example, they are upset on us, how they should behave, we need to tell them. It's like creating the boundaries. So first thing is verbally express. If you cannot verbally express, if that relationship is not allowing you or is not at that extent, what you can do is write it down, लिख के निकालिए, because it's important that you express. Convey your emotions clearly without sparking that defensiveness. उनमें वो डिफेंसिवनेस नहीं आना चाहिए, क्योंकि जब हम लोग जनरली एंग्री होते हैं तो क्या होता है, वो डिफेंसिव हो जाते हैं, वो एक पर्दा डाल देते हैं, and they close themselves. They should not close, because if they close, you will not resolve the problem. So that defensiveness should not get triggered in them. Okay, so convey, I am feeling like this, I am afraid that, I am sorry this, I want you to. So this you will do. Next thing you can do is you can physically release it. How? By doing some dance, exercising, walking, running, art. Some ways you are where physically you are expressing it. This is especially important for people who are really going through that grudge and anger, because it's a poison which will slowly eats up. So physically, how you can express? Just play a nice music and dance and enjoy. Maybe you will not feeling like to dance, but still play and dance. When there is a movement, automatically we starts calming down. Okay? So music and physical movement in that case will help you. Sometimes the art, the drawing, exercise, yoga, gym, Zumba, look for the ways where you can physically release. एक हो गया verbally, एक हो गया physically release मतलब don't start doing this. I'm not talking about physical release in this sense. I'm talking about physical release where physical activity, through physical activity आप उसको release कर रहे हो. ठीक है? Then learn how to set boundaries. When to express, where to express, how to express, our tonality, our words has to be right. We have to be respectful even when we are angry. Because if we are respectful, we are teaching that person that if I'm respectful, you also have to be respectful. And when they are not respectful, tell them, I will come back to you later. Or you come back to me later. जब आप शांत हो उस वक्त आप वापस आइए. I can't allow you to talk to me like this. This is setting the boundaries. You should not allow yourself or other person to disrespect you or other person. Basically, emotions are emotions. It's okay. Same thing, it can make you feel angry, and same thing can make someone feel joyful. That is perfectly fine. We need to understand everyone can have different emotions. Okay, and show empathy, that if that person is not behaving with you right way, if he's hurting you, it means that person is hurt himself. जो उसके पास है ही नहीं वो आपको देगा ही नहीं, तो उसके पास इतना गुस्सा है कि उसको और कुछ देना ही नहीं आता है. वो कहां से आया होगा? मोस्टली इट्स फ्रॉम देयर चाइल्डहुड. So feel empathetic about that person, that person is not able to manage his emotions well. And same, be empathetic about your own self as well. It's okay, गलतियां हो गई, सबसे गलतियां होती है. What is important is what next, how I would like myself to behave next time. Okay, twin hearts meditation is one of the best thing which we all can do to calm our emotions well. And gratitude practice. Gratitude practice will help you to look at the good things in your life, because our mind is trained in a way which generally looks for lack or which looks for problem. इस तरह हमारा ब्रेन जनरली डेवलप किया गया. द ह्यूमन टेंडेंसी इज लाइक दैट. सो वी नीड टू train our brain to look at the positive things in the life. So whenever we are going through difficult situation, in that also, if we have developed the practice of gratitude, we will look for something good. Okay, this is my lesson. Okay, this person came in my life to make me more humble, more stronger, more compassionate, more loving, like that. So gratitude is something. How you will practice gratitude? Just see who is triggering negative emotions in your life, and then start practicing gratitude towards that person or towards that situation. And especially if they are your own people, good if you can write down good things about them. Apart from, they must be good in something or other, right? वो चीजों को recognize करना चालू करो. So when you do that, what happens? Again, your ajna gets activated, your heart gets activated, your solar plexus come under control. So अगर आपको खुद को express करना है anger, तो आप कब करोगे? Don't confront. When you are angry on next person, don't confront. Give yourself time. Ask for some time. Then process the steps we discussed. Then sit and talk properly. Before that, practice gratitude, either mentally or write it down. कई बार जब होता है ना, जब बहुत गुस्से में होते हो, अगर आपको लगता है, लिख के निकालो, मैसेज लिखो बहुत गुस्से वाला, जो भी भड़ास निकालो, और फिर वो मैसेज को डिलीट कर दो. डोंट सेंड इट. इट्स जस्ट फॉर यू टू रिलीज द एंगर. देन डिलीट इट. ठीक है, ये कर दिया. उसके बाद में अच्छा लिखना चालू कर दो. उसके बाद में फोन लगाओ वो व्यक्ति को और ask them to come to you. When you have gone through this back end process, when you will sit, you will be in your calm. You will have the right clarity. You will talk properly. You will not allow that person to trigger you. So gratitude practice. Every day you can write down 3 good things. Affirmation. So whatever low emotions you have and you want to change it into the opposite emotion, keep telling yourself, I'm a confident person, I'm a loving person, I'm a generous person, I'm a kind person. Look into yourself, into your eyes in the mirror, and tell yourself, take your name. For example, Leena, you are super awesome. You are such a kindest person I know in the world. You are so generous and all. So when you recognize yourself with those positive emotions, automatically the negative emotions will start going out. Okay, and act of kindness. How, if it's a good idea that every day we keep doing certain act of kindness, because that will activate your heart. So you need, जैसे सोलार को दिन में बहुत सारे ट्रिगर्स मिलते हैं अलग अलग, राइट? वैसे आपको हार्ट को ट्रिगर्स क्या दे सकते हो? योर हार्ट चक्र, फॉर योर हार्ट चक्र टू ब्लूम. So you need to see what are the activities which makes you feel joyful, and then do at least 1 or 2 activities and check every night. Check up, how was your mood? If it was not right, why was it? And then, is it really important? If not, alter, control, delete, erase. It's a junk, not important. It is important. Okay, this is worth enough. I should look at this matter. Okay, sit and see. If it's important, sit and resolve. Don't keep things unfinished. Don't keep your emotions unfinished. If it's with your parents and they have already left the physical world, still you need to fix it with their soul. It's you. Okay, mom, dad, you behaved in this way, I didn't. ऐसे नहीं बोलोगे. आप क्या बोलोगे? I felt unloved when you did this. I felt afraid that I will never get the love. I am sorry that you didn't go through a parental session. Example. So how you can take and then write it down, because this will help you to close that relationship very well, to make peace with that relationship. And when you do and practice forgiveness, forgive, internal forgiveness I'm talking about, practice forgiveness. Simply look at them, say namaste, thank you, God bless you. Done. What's the time? It's already 9. So we'll do a quick gratitude and forgiveness practice. Shall we? Sudeep, can we take the session
We are
for
good.
10
We are
more
good, ma'am.
minutes?
We're good. Yeah, I'm perfectly good.
Okay, sure. Let's do this exercise, and then if you have any questions, we can answer or we can close. Close your eyes. Have a gentle smile on your face. Feel relaxed. Now just ask yourself, how am I feeling now? मुझे कैसा महसूस हो रहा है? How I was feeling throughout the day. Was it more positive or negative? How was it? Just bring the awareness. And how am I generally a person? How I am? I'm an extrovert, introvert. I'm a thinker, a feeler. What type of personality I do have? How I like my emotions to be expressed. And what kind of emotions generally I go through. Most of the time, am I joyful? Am I irritated? Am I angry? How am I? What kind of emotions I generally feel? Just bring the awareness. And it's okay. Just look at yourself as a third person and see what kind of emotions you generally go through nowadays. And what are the triggers? If it's positive, what helps you to feel joyful and happy? And if it's negative, which things or people make you feel irritated or angry? Just recognize that. Now mentally say, I'm so grateful to all the people around me for all the experiences I have gone through in this life, which helped me to feel joyful, loving, kind, loved, peaceful, divine. I'm grateful to all the people, all those opportunities and experiences, all the positive experiences. I'm grateful for all of them. And I'm also grateful to all the challenging situations I have gone through because they have made me much more stronger. I'm grateful to all the people who have contributed for me to go through that challenging situation. I'm grateful to my parents, my family, my spouse, my kids, my siblings, my relatives, friends, teachers, all the person, every person I have met till now who have contributed directly or indirectly. I'm grateful to all of them. I'm grateful to Mother Nature. I'm grateful to be born in this era where we can easily communicate with so many people. We have a comfortable life. I'm grateful for the abundance of knowledge, prosperity I have received. I'm grateful to Mother Nature for providing us so many things without us recognizing her efforts, whether it's a fresh air, a clean water, the fruits and vegetables we eat, the ground we walk in. We are grateful to Mother Nature and all the invisible beings, the higher beings, our Guru and God, who are constantly blessing us. Grateful to everyone for everything. Now think of the people who generally triggers lower emotions in you, whether it's anger, irritation. Keep your hands in Namaste position. Tell them, Atma Namaste. I, the soul, salute the divinity within all of you. I salute the goodness within you. And I, the soul, I forgive you all for all the mistakes that you have done knowingly or unknowingly. Through your visible, verbal injuries, mental injuries, emotional injuries, financial injuries, or spiritual injuries. I forgive you for all those hurts and pains. मैं आप सबको क्षमा करती हूँ सारे नेगेटिव इमोशंस के लिए I forgive you for each and everything. Please go into peace. We understand we all make mistakes. And for all these mistakes, I forgive you. I choose to forgive you. Thank you for being a messenger in my life, for me to learn certain lessons. Thank you for fulfilling your karmic part in my life. Keep your hands in blessing position. Lord God, thank you for blessing all of them with peace, with love, with understanding, with divine mercy, divine grace. May you all be blessed with whatever is best for all of you. Just be aware of your heart and crown center. Project lots of love, peace and joy and compassion. May you all be blessed with wisdom, with discernment to do what is right. May you all be blessed. Now again, keep your hands in Namaste position and ask for the forgiveness. Many a times we hurt other people knowingly, unknowingly. So think of the people you hurt, right from your parents, your family members, your colleagues, your friends, relatives, everyone. Say, I, the soul, I ask for the forgiveness. Please forgive me for all the pains and hurts I have given you knowingly or unknowingly. I ask for the forgiveness for all the verbal injuries, for wrong tonality, wrong words I have used, wrong ways I have used to express my anger. Please forgive me for all the emotional hurts I have given, for mentally judging you, for expecting, for being negative towards you. Please forgive me for all the mental injuries I have done, financial injuries I have done, spiritual injuries I have done towards you. To all the people I know, I don't know, whoever I have injured in any way in this incarnation or past 7 incarnations, I ask for the humble forgiveness. Lord God, thank you for blessing me with your mercy and forgiveness. Let all of us be blessed with more clarity, awareness of who we are, for what kind of emotions we are going through, and the inner strength to control your emotions well, to express them well, to transmute lower emotions into higher vibrations well. May we all be blessed with emotional mastery. May we all be blessed with a kind, loving, generous heart to accept our own self completely, to accept other people as they are. Lord God, thank you for blessing me with joy, with serenity, with peace, with tenderness, with warmthness. Thank you for divine protection, guidance, and help. Visualize yourself behaving in a right way, joyful, graceful, grateful. As we are walking through on this Mother Earth in this incarnation, just recognize, visualize that you are appreciating everyone's effort around you. You are appreciating God's effort on you. You are valuing your emotions. You are valuing everyone's emotions. And as a human, you are grateful to go through all this variety of emotions. It's only us humans who can go through such a multitude of emotions. Be grateful for whatever kind of emotions you have experienced till now. To the Supreme God, to my spiritual teacher, to all the spiritual teachers, Holy Master, Holy Angels, Archangels, all the great, great ones. Thank you so much for priceless blessings, healing, ability to forgive, forget, and let go, ability to be in higher vibrations always. Thank you for divine protection and help. With thanks and in full faith. Lots of gratitude, respect, love. Gently open your eyes. Namaste. Thank you so much, Sudeep and Team Arhat,
Yeah,
for inviting me. I'm grateful to be
thank
part of it. I hope this brought some awareness and helped you all. Thank you.
thank you so much, Leena ma'am, uh, for accepting our invitation and being for gracing this talk. I have learned quite a lot, especially the last few minutes of the session where you mentioned about how to uh, you know have more emotional mastery through techniques. Uh, we will now open anyone who would like to ask questions. We will give you the opportunity to unmute yourself and ask questions
Sure.
for the benefit of all. So please give me 1 minute. Let me unmute everyone.
Thank you, everyone, for the feedback I'm receiving on the chat.
Yeah,
Thank you for spending the time and being here. I'm here for some
please.
time. If you have questions, please do ask.
Yeah, please feel free to unmute yourself and ask the question. So, anyone?
Hi, Darshan here. Can I ask a question?
Yes,
Yes,
sure.
please.
Thank you. I had posted a question on the chat. So, what I wanted to know is if you continuously get a negative thought, for example, in future, my eyes are going to go. Not sure why it is getting triggered, not sure why it is coming. So, whenever we listen to a positive video or something like this, a thought comes to the mind that, the eyes will go away. And the more you try to control it, the more it comes through. And even if you want to process that thought, it's not going away. What things we can do to avoid such negative thoughts?
Okay. Now, if it's the particular fear you are experiencing, it means there is something to trigger. It could be connected to something in childhood. Just ask yourself, sit again, as we said, be aware of what kind of emotions you are feeling and the thought you are getting. And then next question should be ask yourself, when I felt this in my childhood. Okay. Sometimes you might get the
Okay.
answer, आपको जवाब मिलेगा कि हाँ, in childhood I felt something like this, or you might have seen someone going through that problem. Okay. Then you tell yourself, okay, as a child, somebody told that you have to be careful because you want watch too much TV, for example, you can lose your eyes. So that time as a child, you got that fear, and it was so intense, and it was repeated multiple times by your family members that it became a calcified idea, a strong idea and thought form in your system. Then tell yourself, like project yourself at this age, what you will tell yourself, that child which experienced that at that time. Okay, that time it was told because of this and that, it doesn't mean that you will lose eyes, whatever. And then you can also project yourself being a 80, 90-year old, and then you are giving a advice to your current age. So this is
Okay,
one way
ma'am.
you
Okay.
can do. Another way is, because you that thought form has become so strong that it's continuously coming, so you need to change it with affirmation. So go and Google about for healthy affirmations for healthy eyes, example, and then go through them, read them, then create your own affirmation, and take out a time in a day when we are verbalizing those affirmations. So when you make this thought form strong, automatically that will get reduced. And if you are a pranic healer, before your twin hearts meditation, you can keep an intention that you want to let go of that fear and trauma. If you have done psychotherapy, you can take help of that or ask someone for helping you for that specific fear and worry. And then another question you can ask yourself, is it really important? Is it real fear or imaginary fear? Sometimes it's just imaginary fear. And if it's real, then you need to take certain actions. For example, eyes. So you need to make sure that you do certain eye exercise, you wash your eyes with water, something like that, where you know, okay, if I'm taking efforts, the correct efforts now, then surely my eyes will be better. So these are the few ways you can use.
Okay. Thank
Okay?
you.
Yeah, thank you, Akshay.
Anybody else would like to ask me question? We'll
Ma'am,
take two more questions.
Atma Namaste.
Yes, Neetu, Atma Namaste.
Ma'am, how will journal writing can useful for this? emotionally, how can we use for journal writing?
Okay, journal writing, you can take out a time in a night where you are just jotting out. So don't do it like in a specific way. You can just write it down. When you start journaling, you can just write it down, just scribbling. So whatever comes in your mind, just start writing out. Now, how it will help? Sometimes you will get the clarity. What you are
Okay,
really.
if it is a negative or positive, can we write each and
Yes,
everything?
yes, negative also. Negative also. Because you need to let it go out. As we said, some of us are extroverts. When we take it out, that time we feel internally better. So writing it down.
When we
So when you are
okay,
writing, for example, negative thing, write it down and just you can tear it after that. So it's like you're
okay,
taking out
can
from
we
the system and you're just finishing it off.
okay, can we keep it that journal and for further improvement, can we keep that journal?
If you're getting positivity from it, then yes.
If it is positive, we can keep it,
Yeah,
and
of course. Of course. And negative
negative,
also
you
now,
can.
see, there are two different perspectives. Positive, of course, it's helpful. But if you are going through negative or challenging situation, you can look at it as in a positive form also, yeah, right? That this situation is helping me to become more stronger. So what is your perspective? That is important there. It's a negative situation which is helping you to grow, or it is a negative situation which is pulling you down. So if you think that
Yeah, I have
situation, challenging situation is helping you, keep it, no problem.
I have some problem that I'm always thinking that if something will happen to my parents, then what will I do? It's a, it's a lot of concern. But actually, when I got into pranic healing, that gradually that attachment become less. I think I am totally detached from all these things, and but that fear is inside me, and
Fear
sometimes
there.
it's triggered. What will happen if it will happen to my parents?
That is a
So
real fear. It's going to happen, right? So it's not an imaginary fear. It's a right fear. Now you need to practically think on it. Of course, they are going to go one day. That is the truth. It can never happen that we and they will be always together. There will be a time they will leave the body. So reading more of, if you have done soul workshop, keep reading the soul book.
yeah,
Doing the soul affirmation. Look at them as a soul also. And remove that fear. Do psychotherapy.
yeah, okay, ma'am. Thank you. Namaste. And so much gratitude.
Thank you for being there, Neetu. I could see you throughout the session and you are sitting so nicely, kept your video arm. I'm grateful for that. Uh, please share some steps to control overthinking. Okay, so if you're thinking, overthinking on good things, good. If it's negative, you need to switch. See, why you're thinking negative about certain things. You need to uh, consume the right content. Sometimes we are consuming the wrong content. Like this session, it has helped you to certain extent. For example, if you're going through reels, there can be or a YouTube video or Insta, there could be some good things, some not good things, right? So sometimes we go through, we consume negative content. That can be one of the reasons. So you just switch, reading few pages every day. That will help you. Breathing exercise will help you. Twin hearts meditation will help you. Activating your ajna will help you. Tapping your heart will help you. And choosing that, okay, I will just allow my mind to think on the positive things today. That you need to affirm every morning you get up. So if you are a person who generally overthinks, and then again, change that label. You have labeled yourself, I'm an overthinker, I'm like this, I'm like that. So you need to change that label. How you can do, stop identifying yourself as an overthinker, and again create affirmation opposite to that, what you would like yourself to be generally. Okay, any other question? I hope we are done.
So, thank you so much, Leena ma'am, once again for your insights into this wonderful topic. I think it's a necessary topic at this stage, given that we are bombarded with so many stimuli which activates negative emotions. Your talk was very insightful for helping us understand more about emotions, uh, and also helping us understand more about the techniques which we can do to not suppress them but rather deal with them the right way. Uh, Thank you so much. We hope to have more talks with you for pranic healers as well as arahatic yogis. Uh, the recording of this session will be posted on YouTube, and we will be sharing the link so you can watch this again at your own pace. Thanks to everyone for taking your time. Normally on Saturdays we go for movies which are houseful, but today we had a Zoom session which was houseful. So I think that shows people are committed to learning more about emotions. And thank you so much again, Leena ma'am. Thank you. Have a nice day, everyone. Take care.
Thank you, everyone. Atma Namaste. Take care of
Atma
yourself.
namaste.